Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Take Back Your Roar, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I am your intuitive tarot girl and I don't have no spiels. So I just like to get right into the cards and see what's going on. This is just going to be a general collective read for everybody today. I was thinking of doing zodiac signs, but then I was told, no, we're going collective. We're going to sit down and just see what the cards say. Just go with the flow. I'm really getting this just kind of like maybe we just need to hear something, you know? Just a little okay. A little I thought so. Reassurance maybe. I don't read cards just so you know if you're looking for some kind of an outcome or a prediction. I don't predict. I read to help us grow, to get through. I read intuitively, so whatever comes to my mind, I am the gal that just speaks it. Sometimes I get a little confused, and if I get quiet, well, that's because I need to get myself back on track and say what comes to mind. Okay, so with that being said, my friends, let's see what wants to pop out and share with us this afternoon. It's kind of getting windy here again. Oh, this... Okay, so I'm just going to move these cards. So I have a few decks around that I'm going to... Okay, well, I did just hear somebody's animal might cost you a little bit of money. I feel... I don't know why I heard that, but I did. I'm seeing financial health. You're going to have to just... Okay, financial health. Animals. And I also just heard that you could be seeing, okay, so if you see something today that, or recently, that isn't normal, or some kind of an animal that just keeps reappearing, like a bird or a dog or a cat or something that's not like all of the time normal, take a look at that spiritual meaning. That the animals have been really coming through to me lately, and I feel that a lot of us have been connected and seeing signs through animals. I feel that these, when we understand why this animal is being brought to our attention, it kind of opens us up to see things in our life at a different way. Like it helps us kind of understand maybe something that we're going through at this time. So maybe some of us are feeling like we're not able to move past a certain thing. I'm seeing a lot of eyes in this card. So I feel that maybe for a lot of us, we have people that are kind of watching us, making us feel like we need to be guarded. I don't know why I got that, but I did. So I'm just going with it. The financial health, I'm feeling for some of us, obviously this is, it's growth in our financial. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm just getting stuck on this. Maybe some of us are stuck on growing our financial health. Maybe there's something that we need to do to improve our financial health, and we just haven't been able to quite get the willpower to move towards what it is that we want, that you know that is going to increase that. For some of you, I just heard maybe are doing channels or starting a new business of sort, and you're kind of a little bit afraid, but know that you're being guarded. Know that you're being taken care of. Your spirit animals are surrounding you, and they're guiding you towards this financial health. You just have to have the willpower and the trust and know that whatever it is that you're deciding to go after, it's possible, it's plausible. You're not alone. The universe has got your back. You know what you want. You see it. Just trust. For some of you, I just seen the protection bubble that I put around myself when I need to replenish my energy. So maybe some of you need to replenish your energy, and this animal card is telling you to connect with an animal at this time. Maybe you need to give a little bit more love to your dog or your cat, or look at your fish and spend a little bit of time with them. But I feel that for some of us that this is, yeah. So happiness is in the animals. Transformation is in the animals. There is birds that are coming up. Maybe some of you own a yellow canary. Maybe some of you have seen a canary that you haven't seen in a very long time, or never expected it. But I'm feeling that there's a lot of transformation inside. There's been a lot of courage to move forward, to speak your truth, to know your truth, to know that this financial goal or goal that you're going after is going to bring you happiness. You've dreamed about this for a long time. Some of you, I feel, maybe having dreams about something right now, and in your dreams could possibly be animals that are showing up to guide you towards this financial happiness. It takes some time, obviously. You know, you've got to have to want it to get it. And if you don't want it that bad, it's not going to come. But I feel, honestly, it's coming. This financial increase, this happiness, this abundance, it's coming. It's coming to place. New beginnings. You see where you want to be. Like, there's more of the blue butterflies. You know, and the color blue is all about communication. For some of you, maybe you have an itchy nose, because this isn't normal for me. And that could just be confirmation that this read is for you. I don't know. But there's something that you know that you want. You know, you're going through phases, and you're continue to go through phases, but you're starting to see the light on the other side. Like, your goal is being illuminated to you. This financial health, this tree of abundance, this life of abundance, it's being shone upon. You're not sitting back anymore. You're moving towards. You're making the necessary steps towards the new beginning, the desire, the want. Yeah, see, you're being guided. Spirit guide. Your spirit guides are showing you. And I feel for a lot of us, or a lot of you, sorry, this is in your dreams. Because these two cards look very much similar. Like they should be working in correlation. Like your guides are coming to you. And they may be showing up as animals. But they're showing you the way through happiness. Through understanding the transformation that you need to go through to reach this new beginning. It's going to take willpower. It's going to take a lot of trusting. It's going to take a lot of stepping into the unknown. But that's okay, because in the unknown is your financial health. It's where your abundance is lying. It's that golden opportunity for whatever it is that you're going after right now. Prosperity. This is a beautiful card. She's been coming out quite a bit lately. So this is my guide of showing you that prosperity lies ahead. You just have to trust. You are a magnet to all that is good. You are a magnet of prosperity. You are a magnet of abundance. Your life, like when you just open yourself up and set your boundaries, get yourself connected, know what you're going to take, know what you're not going to take. Don't allow bullshit to cross your line, because you know what? The bullshit is where it causes the problems. Obviously, that's why it's bullshit. But set your boundaries and don't be afraid. And even set boundaries within yourself. If that's cutting yourself off emotionally from a situation, you have to set your boundaries in place and know what you will and will not take. Finding. There's that beautiful blue butterfly again. You're finding your truth. You're finding your desires. You're finding your way of just connecting and letting go and allowing and being protected. Like there's the protection again. And inside that protection bubble is a butterfly of transformation. You know, we're meant to set boundaries. We're meant to keep ourselves protected. We're meant to look after who we are. And when we look after our internal health and our internal way of living, the outside shows up as the tree of financial health. So lighten the load up a little bit, my friends. You don't have to carry the world on your shoulders. Your guides want to give you everything that you've been asking for, everything that you've been, working so hard to get towards. But they're just asking that you make sure you set in boundaries and don't I'm seeing the infinity sign, and I heard, don't let people cross them anymore. It's time to do something different. It's time to make things flow the way that it's meant to. When you set your boundaries, you keep these boundaries. You set them on fire. You don't let anybody pass them. It's funny the feeling you get when you actually put a real boundary in place with somebody or a situation. It could be at work where you've for so long you've sat back and you let them treat you or bully you, or just not even pay recognition to all of the hard work that you've done. And when you finally stand up and say, you know what, this is not how you treat somebody, and you do what you need to do because it's right, that's setting boundaries. That's not allowing people to take advantage of you. And that's okay, because we're not here to take advantage of anybody, and we're not here to be taken advantage of. There's some kind of closure. There's some kind of something that you're walking away from, or you're ready to walk away from. This could be, I heard in your mind, this is closure of a certain thing that has happened in your life that you've had to create some kind of boundary around. This boundary is going to bring this closure. And when this closure happens, you're opening up for a new beginning. You're letting go. You're lightening up the load. You're allowing the good to come in. If for some of you, if you're looking to I don't even like to say this, but I heard it. If you think you might be pregnant, there's a good chance you may be. But I feel that this is a lot of guided energy to bring you towards everything that you wanted, your health, your wealth, your financial abilities, like everything is just coming into play. I'm going to do a little tarot and see what comes up in that. There is so much energy in these cards emphasized on being protected, of not having to worry, knowing that everything's going to be okay. They're just asking that you open yourself up a little bit more to see the signs and have the willpower to set the boundaries in to be able to grow. Maybe you need to set a boundary on somebody wanting to borrow something, maybe somebody's always borrowing, I don't know, milk or something, and it's like you can't do it anymore. Like the cost of milk is like almost buying a cow. So I'm just going to pull these cards up, see what they have to say, see if they correlate with any of the messages that have been coming through. Six cards came out. Two are major arcanas, the Chariot, holding the reins, being prepared, making sure that you have everything intact on the right side, knowing where you're going, having direction. The Hermes came in upside down. So I'm feeling that you are seeing the direction. You are coming out of this time of, oh, and there's 2 tens, okay? You're coming out of this time of burden. You're coming out of this time of feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. You're tired of feeling drained. You're tired of feeling not good enough. You're tired of hanging on to other people's shit. You're tired of waiting. You feel like something's just been taking forever. But the reason it's been taking forever is because you haven't put these boundaries down, or you haven't put your boundaries up yet. You're carrying the burdens. You're carrying the burdens. And they're starting to fall away. You're starting to get tired. You're starting to get tired of feeling that nothing you do is good enough. And you've gone in and you've been doing the work. You've been connecting with the right kind of people. You've been showing up for yourself. It's taken hard work and dedication. Absolutely. But you're like ready to move on. You're ready to go. You're ready to take the step towards what it is that you desire. And I hear that a lot. Like I really truly do. And Sometimes I think I think I say it too much, but this could be an energy of another person as well, or a couple of other people. I don't remember the zodiac signs for all of the cards, so this could be a little bit of earthy energy, fire energy, water energy. It's all here, all kinds of energy. There's all kinds of things that you're hanging on to. There's something that may have happened at a party that has you kind of feeling left out or feeling betrayed, and you've been sitting back and kind of thinking about it, and now you're ready to move on and get over it and lighten that load, because this is just taking too long. You know, you got your eye on the prize, but it's like, when is it going to start moving? But the thing is you got to drop the load first. You got to get rid of the burdens. You got to get rid of those negative feelings and thoughts and emotions, and know that you can take on the world and go for whatever it is that you want. Like, you're ready to walk away. You're ready to walk away. It kind of came out upside down. So that even more so is telling me that, you know, you've put your, I don't want to say options, but you have put your options into play. You have lined everything up. You have been making a plan. You have been putting, I want to say, all of your ducks in a row. You have been letting go of these burdens, possibly, but still kind of stuck in them a little bit. But you're ready to walk away from that. You're ready to go for something new. There's something new that you are going after, and you're ready to take the steps to go towards it. Like, you're ready to say, okay, I'm gonna kick this Knight of Pentacles in the earth, and we're gonna get moving, because I don't want to sit here anymore. Like, I'm ready for this. And this could be something that you're battling within yourself. Like, you can't find the motivation, or you can't find the good enough reasoning to overcome the fear. But there's a lot of yellow. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of trusting, and it takes a lot of upset bellies, because you're not listening to what it is that you need to be doing. But you're walking towards something new, something exciting. Like, Pages, he came out reversed. But for this, I'm feeling like you're walking into something strong. You've really done the work. For some, this could be a message that you're waiting for. You're going to hear back from maybe a job interview or something, or a home. But I feel that you're definitely moving towards something new, something exciting, something you've been wanting for a very long, long time, but you just haven't allowed yourself to have it, because you lived in heartbreak. And I keep seeing the Tower. So for some of you, maybe something's happened that's kind of got you moving on that moment of that, I'm tired of this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going for it. I don't want to live in this heartbreak. I've been doing the work. I want to hear my guides. I'm going to open myself up to trust and know that I am being guided towards everything that I desire. I have the ability to create. I have the ability to lead. I have the ability to stand tall and confident in who I am, because I have it all together. Because you do. And this is another major. You have a major here. You have a major here. Like a major here. So you have four major cards. 4 major arcanas right here, telling us that you have the power and the confidence and the ability, that you have gone in long enough, and now it is time for you to start chasing your dreams. It is time for you to start going after what it is that you want to. You have carried the burdens of many for far too long now, and it's time to drop those burdens and take on what it is that you want. You know, like, you have infinite possibilities. You can create anything you want, but we just let fear hold us back. Dang that fear. We ain't going to have that anymore. I'm ready to stop that. Yeah, there's the star. And there's another one. Making the choice, you know, feeling like you're kind of all over the place. I'm going to have to take this card out, because it just keeps showing its face. So there is something that's going to happen that's bringing in this transformation. You are going to get a wake-up call, my friend, if you haven't already. There is something that's coming in. But this Tower moment is coming from a place of everything you want. You know, this to me is like wishing on a star and seeing how it's all aligning and seeing how when you trust in the universe and you allow just life to flow, that your dreams can, like your wishes can come true. You can only juggle upside down for so long. Actually, you're not going to juggle upside down. There's no way, no way possible. Well, there is if it's tied to your hands, maybe, but not even. But to me, when I'm looking at this Two of Pentacles, and again, limitless possibilities. Like the infinity sign has shown up, I don't know how many times in this read already. And like, it's just infinite. This choice, this decision, this moving forward, this getting out of this tower moment, this place of listening to your guides and opening up and trusting that everything's going to be okay. And the steps that you take forward are definitely bringing you in prosperity. You know, it's worth it. It's hard work. It's not meant to be easy. Nothing is meant to be easy. If it's easy, then there's something wrong. I don't want to say there's something wrong, but when it's easy, it's like sometimes. The majors are coming out like crazy right now, my friends. Like, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy showed up for me earlier today and he kind of stumped me, the 7 of Swords. But to me, it's like I've got everything that I need now. I have taken all that I can take and I'm ready to move forward. I'm a little bit leery because I'm unsure of what's going to happen, but I have to trust. I have to trust that I'm going to be guided. I have to trust that the signs and the synchronicities or the people, I heard people might say something to you that kind of triggers you. That triggers you into this moment of knowing that the risk you're going to take is going to be worth it. The walking into the fear of the unknown is definitely never easy. But you have got everything that you need. I'm going to say, obviously, proceed with caution. Don't be foolish on the decisions you make. Make sure you really go in and trust your intuition and ensure that what you're doing is right. Obviously, I'm always going to caution with the Fool because the Fool could be making foolish mistakes. But on this, I don't feel that this is a foolish mistake. I feel this is something that you have been working on for some time now. You know, you have been gaining a lot of information. You've been gaining a lot of knowledge. You've been studying. You've been working. You've been putting in the time to get to this Fool, to get to this point, to this new beginning. The Fool is a new beginning. It's like, this is all about getting rid of something and taking this tower moment and turning it into something beautiful, something great. If you lost your job, I don't want to say don't look at it as, oh, I lost my job. Look at it as, okay, this job has left me for a reason. What's the reason? And I need to move forward. I need to do the next step to get me somewhere better, because obviously this was not meant to be in your life, I heard. Okay, I do want to read. Let's see what comes out of here. A couple more cards. I heard, don't be afraid to take the bull by the horns. Don't be afraid to take all of what you've put into place, what you've worked so hard for, and put it forth what it is that you want. If this is a job, you have done the work just like anybody else. If this is a relationship, you have done the work just like everybody else. You're ready to take on this new challenge. Okay, so distance under, clear the air. So see this tower moment, I see this as a tower moment coming out of a tower moment. This has already happened. This tower moment has already happened. And it's happened for you at a time that now it's time to overlook it. I don't want to say overlook it. That's not what I want to say. It's time to clear the air, meaning to me that it's time to start something new. This happened, this crumbled, this argued, this whatever it is, happened for a reason to open you up. And now it's time to clear the air and let that energy go, which is very hard because we always think about all of the things that were said or weren't said or done or weren't done. But we have to understand that when we think those thoughts, we're staying in that tower energy. We're staying in that moment of destruction. We're not allowing ourselves to move forward. We have to accept that what has happened has already happened, and you can't change what has happened already, but you can change the direction that you're going in right now. So that's why you're being told to clear the air. A fresh new way of living emerges. This is going to bring on such transformation, my friends. Like, whatever this situation is, wherever you're going and experiencing right now, this is so transformational for you. It's meant to happen. Obviously, with all of the major arcanas that are showing up on this is definitely meant to happen. And this happening that's coming through this transformation, through this tower moment, is absolutely beautiful. And it's going to take you time, and it's going to take willpower to get there, but you've already built. You've already built. You're already building the strength, the courage, the ability to get past this, to move forward. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. And this transformation is absolutely going to allow you to flow, to go with the flow, to be able to trust. Look, financial and material changes, and the financial health came up. Like, what's that telling you? To me, this, some people look at this card as it's difficult, and you have been going through some difficult times, I feel, and it's not always easy to go with the flow and do what your heart says, because you're trying to be logical and make the right choices. But when you make those choices through logic instead of what your heart wants, that, I feel, is why you're maybe experiencing a little bit of conflict in your financial situation right now, if this is what this is about, or even your stability at this time. But this change, this financial change is bringing in abundance. There's something that's going on that once you realize how you just need to let things go and go with the flow and trust the universe and hear your guides and know that you are not alone, that you have fought against the river for far too long, I heard. And some things aren't going to be easy, and some things are going to be a little uphill, but you have to know that you've done this, you can do this, and you are being guided. Absolutely 100% being guided. I am honestly not seeing very much negativity in this read whatsoever. I see true, beautiful, transformational energy. I feel protected. I feel safe. I feel that the right choices are being made. I do feel, for some of us, it's hard to get out of the emotional baggage, but it's possible. Absolutely 115%, 50%, I should say. But it's like, there's not very much in this reading that you can't overcome. There are not very many minor arcanas, and the minor arcanas are cards in the tarot that are minor situations in your life. Minor things that can be tweaked, changed, at any point in time. And you have all of the ability, all of the tools to get out of these little major, I don't want to say major, I'm sorry, these minor bumps. It's okay. They're just minor. And the one big thing that did or may happen, the tower moment, it's happening because it's waking you the fuck up. It's waking you up. It's showing you, it's telling you, it's giving you all of the signs of how to just go with the flow and enjoy life and experience this transformation with an open heart. Okay. One more. I love to read. I love sharing. And especially this energy that's coming up. Like, there's so much yellow showing up right now. That is your solar plexus chakra, and that's your courage. That's your intuition. That's your knowing. That's your mama sense. That's your guts. That's your, you know what you know right there in your solar plexus. And it is showing up quite a bit in this read. even that tower moment, you may have known was going to happen. You seen it coming. You knew it was coming. You could feel it. But you were ready for it. You were ready for it. This was different. This wasn't like times before where you were caught off guard and you just kind of weren't prepared or ignored. I heard like you just didn't want to believe, but now it's different. You're in this different energy of I knew, I know, and I am ready. Okay, let's see. This one kind of seems like it wants to pop out, so I'm going to take it as well. All right, my friends, I'm going to read the Motivation Manifesto cards, and then I'm going to call it a read. I do need to go back to work. So the first card I have is we gain power from again and again, allowing ourselves to choose the kind of recklessness that allows... Okay, wait a minute. Let me refocus this. We gain power from again and again, allowing ourselves to choose the kind of recklessness that allows us to be vulnerable, genuine, and brave in pursuit of our dreams. And that is so true. How, you know, I never realized what, I always wondered what vulnerability really truly meant and felt like, and what it was like to actually understand it when you're going through it. And I've experienced that. And being vulnerable and seeing how when certain people or certain things happen when you're in that vulnerable state can keep creeping up on you. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't seem to go away. But when you realize what it is that was given to you at that time to make you feel a certain way, is, how do I explain that? Like, when something happens to you when you're in a vulnerable state and you're open to see things from a different point of view, or I don't even want to say from a different point of view, but just at a vulnerable state of being open. And sometimes people walk into our lives and certain things may be said that have you feeling a certain way, and they get left unresolved. And you know what? Sometimes you may fight that, but I feel that you're starting to understand now why, what it was that was putting you in that vulnerable state. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I got, so I have to say it. There is a nobility to those who do not let neediness or desperation compromise who they are. So maybe some of you have been experiencing somebody that's very codependent, very relies on you. Or also, I heard, just because somebody needs something, or just because you have a feeling of desperation, it doesn't change who you are on the inside. We all experience life in different ways, and we all have different journeys and different paths and different experiences that we have during all of this journey we call life. But we don't have to let the times of being, of needing, of wanting, make us feel any less of a person, because sometimes those desires, sometimes those needs are really healing, can be really healing for you, for anybody. The main motivation, let me do this again, sorry. The main motivation of humankind is to be free, to express our true selves and pursue our dreams. How true. Without restriction, to experience what may be called personal freedom. How I really love how this really ties into the whole read of being true to ourselves, of going after what it is that we desire and having the willpower and the courage and the knowledge and the trust that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And when we get to that point where we're ready to just go with the flow and see where life takes us, that is personal freedom. That is not hanging on to anybody else's thoughts, anybody else's energy. And when we can allow that kind of personal freedom and that life to flow, that's when everything starts to get golden. Like our golden financial health, right? Okay, my friends, I want to thank you so much for your time and your energy. If this read resonated, by all means, go ahead, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment, whatever, Honestly, I truly appreciate all of the energy and the comments and the likes and the subscriptions, but I am here to share a message. I am here to give something to those in need, And I enjoy sharing the messages that I get from the spirits, from our guides. And I believe that there is somebody that is going to get this energy, and it is truly 100% going to help you heal. So I'm going to send you my energy of great vibes. I feel foolish right now. I feel foolish looking at myself in the camera going, hey, how's it going? But no, honestly, I do. I send you nothing but amazingly good energy, and I truly, truly do appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to thank you. Thank you for sharing your energy, and